Salutations, this is Gremdevel. Welcome to my Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress, or the longer title, Slaves to Armagh, God of Blood, Chapter 2, Dwarf Fortress. This is my favorite game of all time, and this is my very first Let's Play. And for my Let's Play, I decided to do an island embark, which is kind of hard to do in Dwarf Fortress. That's why this episode is going to be mostly just the embarkation process. So if you're not interested in watching that, I recommend just skipping ahead to a future episode, the next episode, because this one is basically just going to be about finding the right spot for my dwarves to embark upon. And the reason I want to do an island embarkation is because I want, I hope I said that I want to do an island embarkation. I want, the thing about Dwarf Fortress is if any of the tiles on the perimeter of your embark are land tiles, that means goblins will be able to siege you from that tile, dwarven migrants will be able to come to your fort, and I really wanted for my first Let's Play to do a fortress that's just focused on the initial dwarves and any children they might have. It kind of makes every dwarf a little more special rather than just kind of getting lost in the mess of dozens upon hundreds of dwarves that could migrate to your fort. And I kind of thought that might be more interesting. So we're going to create a new world. And it might be really hard to find an embark that's going to be just right to find a suitable location that will have water surrounding every side. So I'm going to go through this once, this create a world part, and if I don't find anything, I will probably just put this on pause, find a seed that works for us, and then just keep going. But for now, maybe we'll get lucky. The world size doesn't matter too much for our needs. We'll put it at small. I think that's fine. History, I like to play in short, medium. Yeah, medium's fine. Number, yeah, all this stuff can be medium. Number of sites, savagery can be medium. Mineral occurrence can be sparse. This is all very standard. Fine. Let's go. So this can take a little bit of time. The longer the history and the bigger the world, but mainly longer the history, the longer it can take. But I do love this process. I love how you kind of watch how the developer, Tarn Adams, he made it so that an entire history is generated every time you play. Not only is a world developed with different biomes and stuff, kind of like you would see in a lot of procedurally generated map games like Minecraft, but not only that, but an entire history of all these civilizations, special events that happen, forgotten beasts and, dragons and gods, having their footprint on the world, different civilizations and different people interacting with them in that way. And you can see as the year increases, there are more historical figures, more dead historical figures, a lot more events, and things kind of exponentially grow. So the longer your history, the longer this process takes. It's very intensive. And it's not even that it takes a whole lot of processing power. I mean, it does, but because it's only one man coding it, it doesn't really use modern computing processing power efficiently. It's a single-threaded game, so it's only using like one core of a 4-core processor, although it's using it, as much as possible. I believe a medium history length goes to year 250, so so pardon me. So this should be ending in just about 20 seconds or so. So what I want to do is kind of look around. I'm not going to worry. So usually the thing that you do in Dwarf Fortress is you kind of have a checklist for things that you, desirable things that you want in your playthrough. A lot of times it'll be like deep minerals or the lack of something called an aquifer, which is like a water-heavy layer of soil or rock, which will basically create like infinite water, or like low savagery or low evil. We're not going to worry about any of that. Not that I'm the best Dwarf Fortress player or most experienced Dwarf Fortress player, but I think I'm good enough that I can... Those things are fun. All right, so here we are. It is the Age of Myth. It is year 250. I want to, let's see if I can remember how to just like look at a place. Yeah, this world looks good to me. It looks like there are a few places, especially here in the southern sea here, that might have some good locations to embark. So let's accept this world. So yeah, even if we end up having to go to like an environment that's kind of hostile, like one that, that's totally frozen, or one where it's like a desert and there's no water, or maybe there's like an evil biome that has some sort of in Dwarf Fortress, evil biomes have like these like cloud syndromes that can do like terrible, awful things to your dwarves. We're just going to deal with that if it happens. It's going to be worth having an island embarkation. So we're going to start playing. I believe it's this one, Ushul Nitem, Fortress mode. And here we go. All right, so every time you do an embarkation, 2 weeks pass. And let's see. Let's go down to over here. Okay, so you can see at the top left here, that's the local area. And, ideally, we are not going to want this entire thing that's like a 16 by 16 grid. That can slow the game down immensely. It can be a very slow game if that happens. So I'm hoping one of these... Ooh, it looks like this one is completely surrounded by water. Maybe we'll get lucky. I want to go back to that. If it's possible to find a smaller embarkation, I will do that. But this very right bottom one looks like it could fit the bill, which is pretty great. It is an entire embark, so I'm not sure what that's going to do to our frames per second. But let's continue to look around here. I don't know what this is. Oh, there's a... Huh. Oh, it's a volcano. That's a volcano there. That would be fun. A volcano gives you access to magma very early. Okay. Unless, it's possible that like one of these water tiles has land in it that's just not showing on kind of the regional map. So I'm kind of going through here and seeing if there are any tiny islands that it doesn't show. Do 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 do. Yeah. No. Not much luck here. I kind of still want to do a sweep here. So while I'm doing that, so the nice thing about having just 7 dwarves to start with, and dwarves do have babies, and in a long playthrough, I know that there are people that have started with 7 dwarves and have played their forts for so long that their populations are in the hundreds, just because they are several generations into the fortress. And that, that's pretty amazing. But because this is a Let's Play, I'm not sure how viable that's going to be unless we do a lot of like, okay, I'm going to stop here and we're just going to keep going. Let's see. Okay, so far nothing in the middle of the ocean that we've seen. I tell you to keep your eyes out, but I can't hear you. Okay. So one of the cool things is about having just 7 dwarves is you get to kind of, every single skill that Dwarf Fortress, has to offer, we will basically assign that skill to one of our 7 dwarves. And each dwarf will have like a very specific set of things that it needs to do for the fort. And they will most likely be the only dwarf that serves that purpose. So keeping our dwarves alive is going to be very important. So while we want to protect our dwarves, we also want to make sure that each one of our 7 dwarves, our entire fortress, is formidable enough so if they do ever have to fight, or if they hunt or anything like that, they'll be really good at that. I don't usually like to use DF Hack or Dwarf Therapist. So having 7 dwarves makes things a lot more manageable. Okay, here we go. We're going to make this as, small as possible. Oh, you know what? That doesn't even work because I thought that was, I didn't realize that was, that's sand and not water there. Oh, man. We got really close. That is sand, not water. Okay. That is really too bad. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to put this on pause and find an embark that'll work for us, and we will be back very shortly. Okay, so I think we've found it. So this is a new world. This is I like this world. It's called the Realms of Enchanting. And it's a medium world, which I kind of accidentally made medium instead of small, but it worked out. I noticed, so I think the game intentionally does not really allow real island embarkations. There just don't seem to, I made like 3 or 4 different worlds, searched on all the perimeters, searched for just like sand in the ocean. I couldn't find anything. Well, I guess I could try to look online for seeds that other people use. I kind of wanted to do myself. So I noticed that around some of these areas there are like lakes, which are designated by these like blue squiggles in the middle of the map. And I found this one, which has, if you'll notice this like 4x4 area here, it's water and land and a river. And in the middle of a freshwater lake, which could work for us, I think. Now, I don't even know if it's like a real river or a brook. I hope it's a river. My plan now is to keep the original 7 doors, but basically disallow. I'm hoping it's a river, and I'm hoping it's a river so that even if there is a way for goblins or migrants to come onto the map, other than my own, they will not be able to cross this river. That would be excellent, and I could just leave them there to do whatever they want to do and not really consider them a part of my civilization. So I'm going to try it because I think it's the best we're going to do. And there were a couple of areas, but I like this one because, as you can see, this lake is called the Water of Murdering. And the land by it, the little island that we'll be on, is called the Dimpled Forest. So it's a really cute little dimpled forest right on the Water of Murdering, which is very Dwarf Fortress, I feel like. All right, so the other challenge is all these lake biomes seem to have aquifers. So I have never dealt with an aquifer before. They are notoriously difficult to deal with. And we're just going to have to deal with it. And you're going to get to watch me probably murder all my dwarves accidentally while trying to get past this aquifer. And you'll see how. On the plus side, this biome does have deep metals, flux stone, shallow clay, deep soil. So those are all pluses. But it has that aquifer. So, all right, let's see. We're going to do a custom embark. Yeah, so as you can see, you've selected an area with an aquifer. It might be very difficult to obtain stone here. That's cool. We're going to prepare for the journey carefully. Now, this could be really boring for some people. Like I said, if it is, just skip to the next episode. But it's for other people, this might be really fun. This is going to be very important for us because, like I said, these are the only 7 dwarves we're going to get. Now, before I give them skills, and I honestly don't care that much about giving them skills. I feel like whatever skills they need, we'll be able to train up pretty well for the most part. I think there are probably some skills that aren't trainable or are difficult to train up. And I don't know specifically what those skills are, but most of them, if you assign them to a job and they do it enough, they will just get better at that thing. There might be some personality things, like teacher or critical thinker, things like that might, and maybe we'll give like our manager like good observer skills, something like that. Although I can't even remember, there's so many skills like that now, I can't even remember. Like appraiser, I think, is needed for a broker for the broker, but we're not going to be trading, so it doesn't even matter that much. So instead of spending all of our points here, we're going to go to our where the items tab. Here we go. So I'm going to start off just by getting rid of most things. We're only going to need, so all these points are, we're not going to, like, they give you all these points for things just by default, which we're going to get rid of because these things are easy to make. They're not really necessary right off the bat. And things like bags. So there's a little trick. Rather than getting bags, you just get, like, if you get one of something, like one of a type of seed, it will come in its own bag. So if you get one plump helmet seed, it comes with its own bag. And then get one seed, one like pigtail seed or whatever they're called, that will come with its own bag. And that works with a lot of different things. So we're going to do that. Like all this prepared food. Food can be important, but... So plump helmet spawn comes with its own bag. We're going to get one of those. Pigtail seeds, one of those. We might get more than this, but I just kind of want to get bare minimum first. And dimple cups. This is just, if we feel like we need food, we'll get whatever food we actually think we should get. Okay. I'm probably going to just immediately kill this. We do need one anvil, definitely. That's a thing about Dwarf Forges. If you don't have an anvil, you can't make another one. Unless you trade for it, and we're not going to be trading. Let's get rid of... We'll probably want to bring some drinks, but... let's bring that down here. 2 copper picks. Let's make it 1. Actually, can you pick with, like, wood or with stone? I don't remember. Battle axe is important for trees. You cut down trees with an axe, although... All right, so let's see. Animals could be important, too. All right, how do we add an item? New, N. Okay. So we have weapons. We want, like, the cheapest battle axes. Okay, type in parts of the name to narrow your search. Battle axe, okay. So yeah, we have, we don't have copper here. Interesting. Copper, there are no copper axes. It gave us 2 by default, so we probably don't want to get rid of those, because I don't think we can get more, because I think our dwarven home apparently does not have copper axes for some reason. We don't have picks there. Oops, axe. Yeah, so 170 is a bronze battle axe. And what about picks? 110 is the bronze pick. So I think we're actually... Maybe we will take a couple of these. And then we're going to get some more seeds, too. I think. No seeds. Jeez, okay. Garden vegetables. So I think each vegetable comes with its own bag, if I remember. We don't have seeds. Okay. I think, like, each drink comes with its own... Dwarven wine. Yeah, so we'll get one of those. We'll get Dwarven rum. Just one, because each one will come with its own, like, barrel, I think, which is cool, which is great. Some of this stuff is expensive. What else? Buckets, no barrels, cups, flasks. I really want... Oh, extracts. Oh, yeah. So I think each thing of milk comes with its own, like, jug. So we'll get each one, like, we'll get milk that way. Whoops. Where are the extracts? Yeah, so this, let's see. This could take a while. If it does, I'll probably just edit some of this and skip ahead. Blood. Let's search for milk. There we go. Yak's milk. New. Donkey's milk. Yeah, so I'm going to add a milk for each one, I think. because they're really cheap. They're only 1. So yeah, let me do this, and then we'll get back to the recording. And I'll show you everything that I've done. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, we have a lot of stuff. I have 1 of every kind of available animal milk, 1 of every kind of available animal meat that was worth 2 dwarven dollars. People call them a lot of different things, but we'll just say dwarf bucks. There were other meats that were worth more, but each, as I was saying, each one of these gives you its own like barrel for it. We can also consolidate. If we start cooking these, we can make lavish meals with them, which will consolidate them into one thing. 1 of every kind of vegetable here. We have 1 of every kind of sand. We do have, so we kept 2 copper picks, 2 copper battle axes. We do need to keep the anvil because I don't think we'll be able to trade for 1. We don't want to be trading. I kept about 21 because I think 20 fits in a barrel and 1 gives you an extra barrel. Plump helmet spawn because we're going to be wanting to plant a bunch of those. And actually, while I'm thinking these, we'll probably plant some pigtails also. Pigtails are good for making clothing. The other stuff I don't care so much about. We're really just putting 1 in there. Dimple cups are like for dyeing things. We have a bunch of dwarven ale and beer because we definitely don't want to go thirsty before we're able to get brewing up. In fact, after we're done spending our points on our dwarves, if we have points left over, I might even increase the number of dwarven wine and rum. But otherwise, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I also took a male and female dog, a male and female cat. Dogs are important for keeping thieves out. Cats are important for getting rid of vermin. You have to be a little careful bringing a male and female cat, but I'm just afraid that we won't be able to get another cat if our cats die, so we do want them to breed to some extent, but then I guess we can start gelding them, which you can do in this version of Dwarf Fortress. We're playing Dwarf Fortress version 42.06, by the way, which is the most recent one that allows you to do really specific... when you like create things with images or like figurines or something, you can make them actual specific figures or descriptions. I'm bringing a male and female alpaca. That's kind of one of my go-to animals. They can produce milk. You can also shear them for wool. In fact, if I have points left over, I might even get another female alpaca because we want to make sure that these are kept alive. I have 1 male turkey and 4 female turkeys because turkeys are pretty cheap. That way they'll produce more eggs and produce more turkeys. They'll be a go-to kind of meat source. Turkeys are good for meat also. And that's it. So now I think we're ready to go to the dwarves. And we do have a bunch of points here. So, this is the first time. I don't usually name my dwarves, but I think this time I might actually do it. So you can name a lot of stuff. So you can name your fortress, you can name your group, you can give stuff a symbol. But one of the things I like about Dwarf Fortress is the random name generation and how it kind of randomly comes up with stuff. For example, how our lake is called like the I can't remember. It was called murder water or something like that. So I kind of will let Dwarf Fortress do most of that. But because we have these 7 special dwarves, I might name them depending on what profession we give them. Although because they're only 7, we'll probably remember these names. So let's see. Our first one, Onul. So we're gonna need. Let's go to the main skills here. We will need a miner. Let's see. Let's just give. Yeah. You'll be actually. Let's make you our like expedition leader. So you're going to be like our manager. You're going to be good at what is it? Organizing and record keeping. You're going to be good at. I want you to be a leader. Let's see. Oh, leader. That's there you go. So what else are we going to have you do? Other than that, so will you also be our broker for trading? Why? Yeah, I think so because oh yeah, there is not going to be any trading. Well, we'll give you appraising too. So you'll have those things, and we'll probably give you some other stuff to do aside from that. But before we do, I want to do these other ones. So we're going to need a miner, and I'm thinking our miner will also be our mason. Where's mason? The mason. Whoops. I'm just kind of giving these just a point in each of these so we can identify who they are right now. And we'll give you stone crafting too. Why not? We'll have a carpenter and woodcutter. I think those will be the same person. And why not give you wood crafting as well? And wood burning, right? I don't know. Maybe we should have like one furnace operator. First we'll have you. You know, maybe we'll give our, we'll make our appraiser our furnace operator. So you'll be good at furnace operating, wood burning. I think there's other, well, I think that's, is there other stuff like that? Like pump operator. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. You will be our farmer. Farming is going to be important. So farming, you get grower, herbalist. Is there a farmer? Am I not seeing a farmer job here? Well, we have miller and thread. We'll give them other things too. Let's see. We might need more than one. Like we'll have someone for animals too. So you'll be good at milling and threshing and growing and herbalism. This guy, I usually like. So you might be good at. I think we're gonna need a hunter, and that hunter will also be good at like working with our animals, trapping. Not butchering. Actually, so trapping. There's like animal trainer, animal caretaker, gelding, shearing, animal dissecting, and you'll be our milker and cheese. Yeah, so you are animal person. Yeah, our animalist. I don't know how. We will definitely be fishing. Because we are in a lake, but I don't know if I want to make this person our fisher. In fact, we might want to make like the wood burner our fisher too. Although we'll see. So let's see. We're not going to be doing a whole lot of gem cutting, but I want to make sure someone has it. I think the gem cutter will also be our metalsmith. Yeah. This guy will work with like our metal and weapons, and we need an architect. That's what this guy will do, along with like wood burning and organizing. You will also be our building designer. Okay. So you do weapons, armor, metal, and metal crafting. Sure. Oh, I give you, and gem setting. Okay. You are going to be our, we're going to need a cook, I think. So you will be, brewing is going to be important. You will be our brewer and cook. Yeah. We're not going to need a whole lot because we only have 7 dwarves, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, so you'll be our brewer and cook. You can also, because you're a cook, you can also be our butcher. And because you're a butcher, you can also be our tanner and leather worker. I think that works well. I can't remember if I gave the animal guy those things. Yeah, you won't dissect them. Okay, so we still need to make clothes. So let's make our either our wood, our miner, or our wood. I think our wood person will also make our clothes. You will be our let's see. No. Oh, you will spin. You will where is it? Clothier. You will dye. You will weave. It's pretty good. Okay. And our miner, we're gonna give kind of some odd jobs. Someone's got. Ooh. So who is this guy down here? This is our farmer. I think our farmer will also be our fisherman. That's what I'm thinking. Our farmer will be our fisherman. That's what he'll be doing when he doesn't need to be farming. Actually, yeah, you don't need fish dissection, but you'll. Oh, our cook should clean them. Is our cook cleaning them? No. Okay. You're a cook, right? Yeah. So our farmer will be fishing. Okay. And that's fine. And, okay, so you still have a bunch of points. Our miner, mason, engraver, woodburner, metal crafter, So no one's assigned to pottery. Well, I want, we might have bees. I want someone to be, to have, you'll also be our mechanic, definitely. Give that. Bookbinder, papermaker. I don't know if we actually need anyone assigned to those. Those can kind of be like anybody. Why don't you do our beekeeping and pressing? I think we might need some of that. Oh, soap making. Whoever is our wood burner, who I think is this guy, right? Yeah. You can also, I'm going to give you those soap making points. Oh, actually, whoever is that should do soap and lye and potash. What can I take a point out of? I have record keeper, organizer. Yeah, you don't need 2 points in leader. Potash. Come on. Okay. So someone still needs glass making. I think I'm going to give that to our... Is this our metal worker? No. Where's our metal worker? You. You... Excuse me. Sorry, I'm kind of getting over a cough. Kind of lingers. Glass making. And... I was forgetting. So I'll probably want to give each of these kind of some fighting skills too, and maybe even some other personality skills. I don't know. Fluid engineer. Oh, someone needs to be our doctor for sure. Okay. So this is our farmer. Should our farmer be the doctor? Our doctor's going to be important. In fact, the thing about doctor is, like, if our doctor gets hurt, we're in trouble. So I'm thinking maybe our farmer. Is this our farmer? Yeah, this is our farmer. Yeah. Why don't we make you, because we don't want anything to happen to you. We don't want anything to happen to any of our dwarves, but you have points left. So I'm going to give you, where are those doctor skills? Ooh, there are so many. Wound dresser, diagnostician, surgeon, bone doctor. Come on. I don't know why I'm having trouble here. Okay. Suturer. That is it. Okay, so you're a doctor. This is our animal person. So our animal person, we will also give, ambushing? I don't know if I need to give anyone ambushing. It's kind of a fighting skill. This will probably be our hunter if we do hunting. So why don't I make you... We don't really need a bowyer. Because the bowyer only makes like wood and bone bows. It's not really an important thing. The metal worker makes other like real bows. So crossbows. Let's give you ambusher, and actually, yeah, that's fine. And some bowmanship, crossbowman, and archery. Okay. I don't think you have hunting as a skill now. Okay. I think we have most of the skills here. I think we're down to just like... So you're our miner, right? So you will be using a pickaxe. You don't really need another weapon. But I might give you some fighter skills, maybe. And in fact, I might give you like... Actually, whoops. I don't think that... What did I do? Anything? Did I take something away? No. Okay. Intimidator, liar, negotiator. Is there a weapon thing for pickaxe? Is it miscellaneous object? I can't remember if there's like a special thing for fighting with a pickaxe. We'll give you dodger. Let's see. Man, my plus key. For some reason. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong person. Yeah, you don't have any points. That's why. There you go. You are our miner, and you we give striker, dodger, and you probably have a shield user. Sure. Then this is our carpenter. Ooh, we don't really need paper making or book binding. Pottery, I mean, it's a skill that'll, like, some of these skills will just up themselves pretty naturally. Trapper, ambusher. We have all those things. So let's give you, you're going to be an axe. You know, obviously, this will be our axe man. So, bam, axe man, shield user, and let's see, dodger. Okay, and this is our weaponsmith. You will be our swordsman. Yeah, I feel like our metalsmith should. Oh no, a metalsmith should have a hammer, right? Like at an anvil, definitely. And you'll be armor user and shield user. Perfect. That person will probably also be our resident hammerer. And you are our who are you? You are our cook. And you're just our cook? Yeah. Our cook and leather worker. Okay. So why don't we make you our swordsman? Yeah. And give you fighting. Okay. I think we're good. We are ready to embark. I am pretty excited about that. And so we have, hold on, we have points left over. We have 216 points. So let me, we only have one person using a pick and one person using an axe. I mean, I could like activate someone else's mining ability temporarily, which I may do. Let's look at these animals first. Because I think I would like to have another alpaca, female alpaca, since we have the points for it. A female dog. Yeah, they're pretty cheap. I don't really care that much about the cats. Let's see. Cats can take care of themselves too. We have a decent amount of plump helmet spawn. I don't think we have any plump helmets. Actually, hold on. Plump helmet. Yeah, we don't have any plump helmets. Let me bring some of those. Neither for brewing. I mean, we're going to be planting plump helmets, which is why I have all the seeds. Spawn, they're called. Let me bring some more alcohol. $39. Okay. 39 points remaining. I could bring more seeds. Okay. All right. Okay. 23 points. Should I just put it all into... You can never have enough plump helmets spawn. We're going to be deactivating, so you can't... They won't be able to cook with that stuff. It's always good to have those seeds. We'll just have more plump helmets, I think. As many plump helmets as we can hold. Whoops. What did I get rid of? I got rid of some vegetable. Watermelons. Okay. Bring that back. And 3 points. Another rum. And another seed. Rock nut. Sure. Okay. All right. And we'll hit embark. And here we go. Prepare for the journey to Catin. All right. And this is where we will start episode 2.